Hello and welcome, my friends. This is Jennifer from Mystic Star. I want to thank you guys so very much for spending some time with me today and watching this video. This is going to be my group weekly reading for the week of August 16th through to the 22nd. August seems to be flying by, yet standing still. There's still a lot of obstacles that we're trying to trudge through. This week, like so many, I am going to be focusing in on that positive aspect, trying to keep us in the high vibration so that we're able to shift through some of the stagnation and overcome some of these obstacles with greater ease. The higher our vibration, the more opportunities that are going to be open for us. And right now, I don't know about you guys, but I could really use some different opportunities and possibilities. 2020 has been a hard year for us. We need to shift out of it and being more open to what the universe wants to share with us. Because it's that wisdom, that direction, that's going to help us get unstuck and over some of these challenges. This week, I went with the Everyday Oracle and Tarot decks. I absolutely love this combination. It's friendly, bright, and brings in some amazing energies. And we need that amazing positive energy in our everyday, helping us to raise our vibration and again, bringing in those opportunities and possibilities. Now, like always, I have links below to both these fantastic decks. So should they speak to you, you can go check them out for yourselves. Additionally, the illustrator of both these decks, Elizabeth Alba, she has a coloring book that is based on the Oracle deck. It's a Kickstarter program that she started a couple weeks ago. I will also share a link to that Kickstarter program. I absolutely adore Elizabeth's work and want to support her in any way I can. Now, the sections I have for this reading, I have, of course, Tiger Iron, Serpentine, and Howlite. I want you to quickly look at these crystals and choose whichever one resonates with you the most right now, and then go into the description box below, and I have timestamps. I want you to select the correlating timestamp to the crystal of your choice. It will take you straight to your reading, and I will see you there. Hello and welcome, my Tiger Iron friends. This reading is especially for you. Now, like always, I have the full decks of both the Oracle and the Tarot, so you get the most comprehensive and meaningful reading for you. Without further ado, let's see what the week holds for you guys. What can my Tiger Iron friends expect from the week of August 16th through to the 22nd? Air Magic. This card very much connects with me to the Ace of Swords. Those aha moments. Air Magic is about that knowledge, that message, that wisdom that the universe and the high vibrational beings want to share with us. It's like whispers on the wind, if you will. And that's going to happen this week. Should we take that time and allow ourselves to be open to those experiences? Things are happening and we're oblivious to them. We're not slowing down, we're not paying attention, and we're not giving ourselves permission to participate in that active listening. These are going to be essential skills for you, my Tiger Iron friends, is that active listening and being open to those messages, no matter what they are. There's a difference between the high vibrational message and the low. High vibration may challenge you, low vibration feels off. it feels oppressive and yucky because it's trying to get you to do things that aren't in your greater good. Whereas the high vibration, it does challenge us, which really gets that blood pumping, but in a good way, asking us to reach out and participate in things that make us feel good and are for people's greater goods. It's a difference between high and low vibration. That feeling of excitement and joy and love flows with that high vibration, whereas sadness, unacceptance, the discombobulated and, well, like I said, gross feelings that make us feel stagnant, stuck, and we're trying to hurt either ourselves or other people in what we're doing. Staying in that high vibration offers us a lot more opportunities and a lot more possibilities, opens more doors for us. So let's look at this week a little bit more. What can my Tiger Iron friends expect for the beginning of the week? The Seven of Wands. Sevens can be a bit of a challenging number. They kind of get us going. They make us think. However, sevens are a lucky number. When we start to work at it or think about what's happening, we can overcome that challenge because that luck is with us. Now, the wand is all about that passion center, that creativity. The beginning of the week, we're going to have some obstacles to overcome. We can and will receive those aha messages. They're going to ignite our passions, our will, our drive. However, our ego isn't going to like it. It's going to resist that shift, resist those ideas, try and talk you out of and talk you down so you stay stagnant and stuck. We will have a bit of a battle of the wills, if you will. You're going to have to put some effort into it. Things are offered to us. It's up to us to put it in motion. So at the beginning of the week, you are going to receive those messages. You have to be open to them and accepting of them because some of them will really challenge us. They go against our quote-unquote norm. And in some ways, that norm is what's causing some of this stagnation, which is causing this obstacle and challenges that we're facing to feel unsurmountable. We feel very stuck. These messages are going to support us in getting ourselves moving again. And some of that movement is going to be confronting our ego that has kind of put us in this corner, if you will. So be prepared that you're going to have to challenge yourself and look at what it is we're actually fighting. Why are we so stuck on holding on to pieces and aspects that we know are holding us back, causing stagnation, unhappiness, depression? It's in movement and experience that we find that fulfillment and joy. So the beginning of the week, we are going to have a lot of information shared with us, and it's up to us to be open to it. Now, I understand and know that many of us have differing and varying levels of ability to receive those messages. One way that you can receive those messages is a meditation I did with Archangel Gabriel a number of months ago. It works on that communication, on that listening. And that's exactly what we need to be doing here, is that listening. So the beginning of the week, we can start to take time, it doesn't have to be large pieces, to be open to these messages so that we can start to make little shifts. I'm a big proponent on the little steps, which create stability as we go, rather than those blinding leaps that can feel kind of unstable. And then we go back to square one when we have challenges or we're presented with some fear or doubt. Let's go on to the middle of the week. What can my Tiger Iron friends expect from the middle of the week? I think a lot of us are feeling like this. I love this card. It kind of explains 2020 in one picture. The Nine of Wands. Nines are about all that we've achieved, all that we've overcome and experienced. Again, we're back to that fire center, that passion, that courage, that sheer willpower that we have. The Nine of Wands talks about all the obstacles that we've overcome. It also talks about how we have a very strong system of support. We're not afraid to keep going. We're not backing down anytime soon. We're using our natural skills and abilities, using that support system, because we know we're not alone, to overcome any challenges and obstacles. We may feel frazzled and kind of overwhelmed. However, in our hearts of hearts, we know we need to keep going. The middle of the week, we're going to feel a little bit frazzled, especially taking on our ego. Anytime we take on our ego, this is kind of how we feel. Taking on that lower vibration, clearing stuff out, kind of makes us feel a little bit frazzled. And that's okay. That frazzled helps build and strengthen that backbone. During the middle of the week, you may want to take some time for you, love you, take care of you. Most importantly, heal some of what we've learned. When we take that time to start to disconnect and heal, that's when we start to see major changes happen. Because we're releasing what isn't working, healing ourselves, and moving forward. So that healing aspect is going to be essential for you in the middle of the week. What about the end of the week? What can my Tiger Iron friends expect for the end of the week? The Five of Cups. Now, the Five of Cups is a fun card because it talks about being focused in on aspects and pieces that aren't working. They're bringing in that stagnation and stuckness. We're missing those amazing opportunities, those two cups that are upright. And it's in those two cups that we're going to find that direction, that fulfillment, and most importantly, those opportunities that are going to create even more abundance and meaning in our lives. It's these messages that are going to be received this week that are going to make the difference. This week is about knowledge and how we interpret it and implement it into our lives. Like I said, we need to be that active participant where we actively seek out that information and incorporate it into our everyday. So at the end of the week, we are going to have that direction that we're looking for. And it's up to us to take hold of those two cups and release the three overturned cups so that we're able to gain that, abundance and fulfillment that we need. Let's go on to the challenge this week. What challenge will my Tiger Iron friends face for the week of August 16th through the 22nd? The Five of Wands. So, fives in tarot are always a conflict number. Unlike the 7, we don't have that victory. It's just that conflict, that aggression, that instability. Like I said, your ego is going to give you a lot of grief this week. And that's going to be your major challenge. Our ego can start that negative self-talk in an instant. And then we're back to square one, on our knees, frustrated, sad, and angry. It's about confronting and releasing some of that emotion. Like I said, that middle of the week, we're going to need to do some healing. Healing of self. Releasing and forgiveness of self. One way that we can start to release some of these feelings and thoughts about yourself is through meditation. I have a couple meditations that come to mind. One of them I did last week with Archangel Raguel. That really is about releasing some of those unwanted emotions and low vibrational feelings and thoughts about self. The other one that comes to mind is Archangel Zadkiel. It's all about forgiveness. Using the meditations, using those tools to your advantage, they're right at hand. They're 30 minutes and easy to participate in. And you can participate in them as much as you want. It's one of the reasons I created those meditations, was because I knew my friends needed tools to start healing themselves. It's not ethical of me to say, hey, you just need to heal yourself, when many of us are struggling to understand how to do that. Giving you some tools that you can use that are right at hand is to me a very important part of my journey. So, we have the Five of Cups and now the Five of Wands. In angel messages, unlike tarot, when you have that multiple 5, the angels are telling you that a positive change is coming your way. And it's up to us to be excited for this new adventure to come, which really echoes what we're talking about here. Let's go on to some blessings. What blessing can my Tiger Iron friends embrace for the beginning of the week? Inspiration and courage. We're going to need that courage. That inspiration, it's going to come to us. That's going to be those high vibrational beings sharing that wisdom and guidance of the universe. It's up to us to have that courage. Now, out of 4 tarot cards, you have 3 wands. Wands are about that fire, that passion, that courage. We need that courage to take on our ego, to heal ourselves, and move ourselves forward. If we're feeling a little bit discouraged, we're feeling uncertain about things, you can call on Archangel Michael to guide you and support you. He'll help protect you. You can also call on Archangel Uriel, who will help strengthen that courage, help you step into the light and into your power. We have that support. It's up to us to ask for it. Use our words and communicate what we need. What about the middle of the week? What blessing can my Tiger Iron friends embrace in the middle of the week? Plant those seeds. It's It's a beautiful card. Talks about that need to implement and take action to that guidance, to those pieces of wisdom, to take hold of those possibilities and opportunities and start to incorporate them in our world. Like I said earlier, those smaller steps are more manageable. Just like a garden, it takes time to grow. So when we take those small, steady steps, we start to see progress. That progress comes with time. So start taking some action and making those small implementations that'll make a big difference in your future. And it will also help you shift and raise your vibration, because we're looking at doing some healing and we're looking at releasing some stuff that's been holding us down. And even this week, if all we can release and heal is some of that limiting belief of self and negative self-talk, that's a huge step in helping us further our progression and further our understanding of self. And the end of the week. What can my Tiger Iron friends embrace at the end of the week? Make a move. Like I said earlier, it's up to us to embrace and take hold of those cups. That active participation is essential for us. We can't be these bystanders who don't do anything, onlooking and just being passive watchers of our life. Start to limit our opportunities, limit those possibilities. We miss out on experiencing what it is we wanted to experience in this lifetime, which is an essential part of why we came in, why we incarnated in the here and now. That active participation goes a long way in finding that fulfillment and that joy. We're going to end off with any insight, wisdom, and guidance that we can share with my Tiger Iron friends for the week of August 16th through to the 22nd. The Three of Pentacles. It's a card I like to call the Triforce Perfecta. So it's you, your physical support team, and your spiritual support team working in unison and cooperation. And it's in that teamwork we are going to find some amazing opportunities. Not only in the physical realm, but the spiritual realm. It doesn't matter how open or closed you feel. The more we start to work as a team with that spiritual support team and our physical support team, that's when the magic happens. We feel supported, grounded, and, well, cared for. We need that guidance of the universe, that physical support system. We need, it's most important, that physical support to feel connected in and have that meaningful place within our society, our family, and our friend circle. Connection is important. So we, like I said here, we're not doing this alone. We may feel like we're doing it alone because we're battling our ego. However, the high vibrational beings are there to support us, to help heal us, to help nurture and guide us. And our physical support team is fantastic at, well, putting things in perspective. Putting your ego in check and telling you how fantastic you are. Because sometimes it's really hard to blow your own horn and say, wow, I'm really amazing. Our physical support team, when you have that positive support in your life, will be very clear at how amazing you truly are. The King of Cups. Now the kings, they have the most power, the most responsibility of the suit. And that's because they have the greatest understanding of their element and power. The King of Cups offers his stability. Doesn't matter what's happening outside, what energies are at play or what's occurring. He is stable. He is able to calmly assess situations for what they are. He's not on this roller coaster energy ride that we're facing right now. He's very stable. He understands how to control that energy. The more we're able to heal, the more we're able to connect in and participate in our lives through active listening and incorporating those aspects into our everyday, the more you're going to find that stability comes with it. Like I said earlier, when you're participating with that high vibrational energy and focusing in on that light and love, that's when you're going to see the universe support you, nurture you, and open those doors, those possibilities, those opportunities for you. And then finally, the Eight of Pentacles. Now, eights are about movement and manifestation. The Eight of Pentacles is that mastery and attention to detail card. And it's going to be important that we are open to and pay attention to what's happening. We need to slow down. We need to be mindful and open to what's happening around us. That active participation also means and includes that hard work with attention to detail. And it's in that detail that we're going to find those amazing opportunities and possibilities that we're looking for. I want to thank you guys so very much for spending some time with me today and watching this video. I hope that you found this video fun and helpful, and you're able to gain some insight and direction into what the week holds for you. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for the latest content. There is so much more amazing coming your way, my friends. The best way to stay connected so you don't miss out on any of this amazing healing and insight is to subscribe to my channel, hit that little red bell so you don't miss a video. Also, if you enjoyed this video and want to support me in making more, I have a Patreon page with many tiers and lots of perks. In some of those tiers, the perks are private readings and healings with myself. I've provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out? Until tomorrow, my Tiger Iron friends. Hello and welcome, my Serpentine friends. This reading is especially for you. Now, like always, I have the full decks of both the tarot and the oracle cards, so you get the most comprehensive and meaningful reading for you. Without further ado, let's see what the week holds for you guys. What can my Serpentine friends expect from the week of August 16th through to the 22nd? Listening to wisdom. This week offers you guys some amazing opportunities to gain the guidance that's going to help you forward. That wisdom that's going to open the doors of possibility and opportunity. We need this shift, the stagnation of the lower vibrational energies that have started to build up in 2020. Well, it's getting a little bit hard to deal with. We need different ideas, different possibilities to dealing with our everyday. And that's what this week is going to offer you. The trick being is that you need to be open to this wisdom. Some of this wisdom is going to challenge your ego. It's going to challenge those deep-rooted feelings, beliefs, and understandings. This is a time for shifting and changing. Now, we don't need to get too worried. I'm not a proponent of big leaps and bounds on change. Those small, steady steps are more maintainable and more manageable. When we take a slow and steady progression, you'll be surprised at how quickly things start to shift and change. That active participation in our lives makes a big difference when it comes to shifting and changing. Let's look at this week a little bit more. What can my Serpentine friends expect from the beginning of the week? The Page of Wands. Pages are that childlike, innocent energy. They're full of inquisitive and playful energy. They're not afraid to ask those questions. And it's in that no fear, inquisitive energy that we're going to be able to explore what it is that is working well and what's not going so good for us, what we're really struggling with. And this is the greatest part, gives us opportunities to be even more open to those messages, to that wisdom. Won't lie, your ego will challenge this. This is the childlike energy. It's easily talked down and bullied by your ego. We have to be nurturing and open to self, to that playful, inquisitive energy, and allowing it to thrive and direct you this week. That playful nature will help to overcome some of the barriers that we have naturally in place, because it starts to take the blinders off. It starts to allow you to really examine and explore your world with a different colored lens. And it's in that different approach that we're going to gain the insight and wisdom that we want. We're going to be more open to that high vibrational energy, to these different paths that we're going to be guided to, that are going to open up for us. What about the middle of the week? What can my Serpentine friends expect from the middle of the week? The Queen of Wands. She's one of my favorite queens. She has that sass, and she just has that amazing presence. Now, queens, they're that feminine energy of the suit. They're not any less aggressive or less powerful than the king. It's the feminine aspect of that suit. Now, the original card that Pamela Coleman Smith drew of the Queen of Wands, you have this queen sitting on this throne. She has her wand and her sunflower in her hand. She's sitting in this yellow gown with a black cat in front of her. She's the only queen that is sitting with her legs open like a man. Doesn't seem very odd in today's society. Women sit with their knees open all the time. However, when Pam drew these cards, drew these illustrations, she drew them in the early 1900s, when that was unheard of. Women had their ankles crossed, their knees to one side. This amazing queen owns herself, owns what's happening. And it's in that sassy ownership that we're going to be able to overcome some of that low vibrational gunk that has started to build up within us. And we all have it. This gunk is being compounded by what's happening for us globally, individually, and of course astrologically. There's so much in play right now. So having that ownership and that sass, especially in the middle of the week, taking things head on. The middle of the week is going to give you some amazing opportunities to start to heal and move yourself forward. Taking that wisdom and insight, that playful energy, and incorporating it in to your everyday. Like I said, that active participation is going to be key. What about the end of the week? What can my Serpentine friends expect from the end of the week? Oh yes, we can. The King of Pentacles, Midas touch himself. Now, kings have the fully developed personality of the suit. They don't have more power than the queen. They just have that fully developed personality that brings in that protection, that, well, I don't want to say male dominance, but that masculine energy. Similar to how we have the Emperor, who is all about that protection, that stability. And that's the energy of a king. Now, the King of Pentacles, we're looking at that pentacle, that growth, that abundance. That's why he's known as the Midas touch. Everything he touches or comes into contact with turns to gold. He has that abundance in all aspects of his life. And again, it's in his energies of stability. And we're going to find at the end of the week, as we start to put into play some of these aspects, we're going to see that stability reinforce what it is we've started to work on. The universe likes to positively reward us for our hard work. The more we're able to be open to receiving those messages, we start to take our own personality and that sass, those defining characteristics who make us us, and stand up for who we are, using that wand's power of courage and determination, that inner fire, bringing that knowledge into that flame and incorporating it into our everyday. You're going to see that stability come in at the end of the week. That stability, when you add in that creative passion energy, will bring that abundance with it. We need that stable energy to help us grow. And that's what the end of the week is going to bring us, that stability. Many of us need that stability right now because everything is such in flux. So let's go on to some blessings. What blessing can my Serpentine friends embrace at the beginning of the week? Meditation for peace and serenity. One way that we can be open to the wisdom and guidance of the universe, of the high vibrational beings, is through meditation. We all have differing levels of experience and ability with our clairs and connection into the high vibrational beings. Meditation is one of the ways that we can actively seek out that guidance. Now, science has proven that meditation helps to activate both hemispheres of our brain and bring with it a bit of balance, if you will. And that's why so many people really emphasize the importance of meditation. It helps to quiet our brain. Now, I know it can be somewhat of a clickbait word where everybody's like, "Ooh, meditation, it's so easy." It's not. It's a skill. That's why I do guided meditations for my friends, because to sit in a room, whether you have some music going or you're just trying to calm your mind, can be really daunting, especially in the beginning. Guided meditations help bring you through either a scenario or help bring in the support and power that you need. So I always recommend that guided meditation, especially when we're trying to do something very specific. It helps to focus our mind on something. We're concentrating on breath and we're listening to the words that are being shared with us. One way that we can be open to those messages, of course, is through that meditation. And the one that comes to mind for me right away is the meditation I did a number of months ago with Archangel Gabriel. It was a meditation that we worked together regarding communication and not only being able to share our words, but listen to the words that are being shared with us, whether it be through physical beings or the high vibration. I have a playlist of meditations, and I'll leave a link below to those meditations. Pick whichever one resonates with you the most, or the meditation that you find the most connection with. You can participate in them as often as you want or need. So that meditation is going to be key. It'll help show you the path that we're looking for, and then can also give you that direction and how to incorporate it into our everyday. Let's go on to the middle of the week. What blessing can my Serpentine friends embrace in the middle of the week? Water magic, such a fantastic card. Now, the water magic does not douse the Queen of Wands. It actually invigorates her. Because with water magic, anytime you see water in tarot or oracle, you're looking at that intuitional skill, that intuitional power. So the Queen of Wands actually uses that water magic to balance out that creative element. In creativity, we need that passion connection, that passion that drives our creativity forward. It helps to connect us in to that. It gives us that connection to what it is we're doing. Additionally, we need that intuitive connection so that we have that meaningfulness, that guidance and support of the high vibrational beings adds additional fulfillment to what it is we're doing. In the middle of the week, not only will creativity be an outlet to express what it is you need to express, help you release what's not working through that expression in creativity. Sounds really packed in there, but it is as simple as using your creative outlet to release what isn't working. Release that pent up thoughts and beliefs that are holding you back. Using those low vibrational thoughts, feelings, and beliefs in a creative way, you can express them. You can start to heal yourself from them. The middle of the week will be a pivotal part for you guys because you are looking at shifting. It's not a huge shift, but it's going to be a substantial shift in this progression that we're doing because it's going to help raise your vibration substantially because we are releasing some of that low vibrational toxic buildup. Now, another piece with the water magic, because we are looking at shifting and releasing pieces, don't forget to cleanse yourself. The easiest way to do that is in the shower or in a bath. Water is a natural tool that we can use to shift those energies. So you can visualize in a bath or in the shower that buildup, that gunk being rinsed away. Now, don't get caught up or worried that this gunk isn't going to hurt anybody or anything. Your guardian angel will automatically catch it, transmute it back to a high vibrational energy so that it can be used for the greater good of yourself and those around you. But that cleansing is going to be an essential part of this healing and movement forward. So let's go on to the end of the week. What blessing can my Serpentine friends embrace at the end of the week? Progress and wishes. You have a lot of water here. We have the well, we have the fountain and the lake, and then this guru who's floating in the water. Those intuitive pieces are going to be essential. Like I said, the guidance and support of the universe and the high vibrational beings are going to be essential for you this week. So being open to receiving that guidance and wisdom throughout the week will go a long way in the weeks and months to come, because you are looking at new opportunities and possibilities. Now, we have this progress and wishes. It kind of connects to me to the star, right? Where you've got the hopes and dreams, those wishes. We're going to have many opportunities present themselves, especially at the end of the week as we start to stabilize. We need to be open to some of the amazing possibilities. We don't want to get too focused in on what we think we want. We need to be open to all that is around us, all that amazing energy, opportunities, and experiences that are around us. We don't want our blinders on what we think we want. We want to experience and embrace what's happening for us right now. With the King of Pentacles here, the Midas touch, we have that stability. So when we start to open ourselves up to what's happening right now, embracing it, and really experiencing all we can, we're going to raise our vibration even higher. Which brings us to a really unique opportunity to start to manifest those pieces. So we don't want to get too hyper-focused on what it is we think we want or what we need or wish. We can put it out there. We'll have the stability, we'll have the high vibration, so those manifestation skills are going to be high. You can put it out there and then continue to be open to all those amazing experiences that are happening for you right now. That's the trick with manifestation. You put it out there, then you don't focus in on it. You focus in on other amazing opportunities and pieces within your life. That's when the universe will bring it to you because those opportunities and possibilities, those doors, if you will, are there. We just open them and experience and embrace what it is we needed. So we're going to end off on any further insight, wisdom, and guidance that we can share with my Serpentine friends for the week of August 16th through to the 22nd. The Four of Swords. Fours are a foundational and stable number. The sword, truth, and knowledge. Now, the Four of Swords is a rest and rejuvenation card. Talks about the importance of releasing and healing, rejuvenating you. When you release some of that toxic buildup, we're going to feel stronger and more able to take on, well, those challenges and obstacles that we're going to experience. Because, I won't lie, there are going to be more challenges. There are going to be more obstacles. It's how we start to come up and be open to those obstacles and challenges and experience them. When we march up with them with confidence and vigor, and we've got that sass, nothing can stop us. We're going to feel more empowered and stronger to overcome them. And that confidence helps us to overcome those obstacles and challenges with greater ease. The Three of Cups. I love this card. So the Three of Cups talks about support, that community. We were never meant to do this journey alone. We are social creatures and beings. It's essential that we receive that supportive, loving, and nurturing energy from our support system, our community. It can include family and friends, or it can just be friends. Depends on what your support team looks like. It's unique and individual to all of us. It's those positive relationships that we have with individuals who accept us for us and encourage and nurture us forward. That's the relationships that we're looking at. They're going to help us seek that rejuvenation, reach out for that release so we feel stronger. They're going to support us and nurture us through it. They're going to encourage us forward and amplify that loving energy within ourselves and those around us. It's essential that we reach out to them, because what we're receiving as guidance and wisdom can be shared with them. It's important and meaningful for them as well. As a global community, we're all stuck and stagnant. So those messages, that wisdom, it's essential for everyone. It's just not everyone is going to be as open to that information as you and your support systems are. And finally, the Two of Swords. So twos are about duality and choice. The sword, truth, and knowledge. You're going to have a better understanding of where you need to go, how you're going to get there, and what supports you're going to need. This stability, this release, this understanding brings with it the knowledge that you need, that you've been craving to help overcome and shift out of this stagnation and challenge that you've been facing. I want to thank you guys so very much for spending some time with me today and watching this video. I hope that you found this video fun and helpful, and you're able to gain some insight and direction into what the week offers you. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for the latest content. There is so much more amazing coming your way, my friends. The best way to stay connected so you don't miss out on any of this insight and healing is to subscribe to my channel and hit that little red bell so you don't miss a video. Also, if you enjoyed this channel and want to support me in making more, I have a Patreon page with many tiers and lots of perks. In some of the tiers, the perks are private readings and healings with myself. I provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out? Until tomorrow, my Serpentine friends. Hello and welcome, my Howlite friends. This reading is especially for you. Now, like always, I have the full decks of both the tarot and the oracle cards, so you get the most comprehensive and meaningful reading for you. Without further ado, let's see what the week's going to hold for you guys. What can my Howlite friends expect from the week of August 16th through to the 22nd? Seasonal harvest. Some of our hard work is going to pay off. Like I said in the introduction, we're needing those opportunities and possibilities to open things up for us. We've been working hard in different aspects and areas of our lives and ourselves, and that's going to pay off. Even small pieces that we've been doing for ourselves have taken root and have really grown. We're coming into September. I know it's hard to believe, but this week is going to end off on the 22nd of August. We're coming up into September where we're going to start to see even more harvesting and abundance coming forward. The more we're able to nurture and support ourselves this week and for the next, weeks to come, you're going to find that that harvest becomes even more amazing because more opportunities and possibilities are going to open for us as different aspects of self start to flourish. So let's look at this week a little bit more. What can my Howlite friends expect from the beginning of the week? The Knight of Pentacles. That hard-working knight. When Pamela Coleman Smith drew the original 4 knights, she drew them in varying stages of motion. They were on their horses, and they were in differing stages of movement. Whereas the Knight of Pentacles was just standing steadfast, admiring all his hard work he had done in his homeland, in his home front. And that's part of what we're looking at this week. All that hard work is starting to pay off. However, the Knight is telling you it's not a time to slack. Like I said before, the more work we're able to accomplish now, set in motion now, the more we're going to find that harvest fuller and more bountiful later on. Planting those seeds, tending to ourselves, nurturing ourselves. Big aspect of this week will be healing ourselves. And healing is very much the word that we need to be focusing in on in this lifetime. We've got a lot of healing to do. The more we're able to heal, the more we're able to see this garden flourish. We're taking out those rocks and obstacles that are holding you back. And that's what we're going to start to see at the beginning of the week. Start your week off, on a high note by working on some healing. taking that time for self, participating in activities that bring you joy and happiness. There are a number of ways that you can work on that healing. It's going to be the one that is most meaningful and resonates with you the most. I know that it can be hard and daunting to hear people keep saying you need to heal yourself, you have to work on yourself. What the heck does that mean? That's why I brought out my healing meditation videos. They're free and you can participate in them as many times as you want or need. Helps to heal different aspects of you as you need. So you could start this week off with a healing meditation. I have a link below to my meditation playlist. You can go through, pick whichever one resonates with you the most, or the archangel that resonates with you the most. They'll be able to come in and support you as you take 30 minutes for yourself. Not a long time, but a very meaningful and impactful session that will start your week off on a high note. What about the middle of the week? What can my Howlite friends expect from the middle of the week? The Page of Cups. Pages are that childlike, innocent energy. That cup, intuition, and emotion. Now the Page of Cups is one of my favorite pages. We have that playful, inquisitive energy of the page. They all have that energy. However, this page has a bit more to it. The original card that Pamela Coleman Smith drew shows a man in this lotus tunic with this very fashionable hat, holding a cup. And in his cup is this fish. And he has an expression of like, oh, hey, I have a fish in my cup. Cool. I have a fish in my cup. It's that flexibility of this page that's going to help us this week. Because some of this healing and work is going to bring our ego into, well, DEFCON 4, red alert. We need that flexibility. It's another important word for 2020 is flexibility. Being able to maneuver ourselves and our abilities to, well, our greater good. The middle of the week, we're going to find that that flexibility, that creativity is going to be needed, especially as our ego starts to scream louder and louder. It's going to be harder to hear the high vibrational beings. Taking that time, using your creative abilities to be flexible with what it is we do and how it is we go forward. If you're really struggling, there is a meditation I did with Archangel Gabriel. It was a number of months ago, so it's further down in the playlist, but it was around communication. It'd be a fantastic meditation that you can add in during the middle of the week to help calm your ego and help to be able to reconnect in and hear the messages. Hear that reinforcing and nurturing message that's going to inspire you forward. What about the end of the week? What can my Howlite friends expect from the end of the week? The Page of Wands. Cousin to the Page of Cups, we're looking at that inquisitive, playful energy coming forward in our creativity, in our passions. The end of the week, we're going to have that playful energy landslide us and take us home to the end of the week. That creativity and passion is going to be key. Now with these two pages, we have the cups, which is an intuitive creativity. You can see how he's painting right now. Whereas the wands, he's adventuring and he's getting forward. He's using his passions. This is a passion-based creativity. This helps us connect and express who we are. Whereas this helps bring us the meaning. That intuition and guidance of the intuitive creativity helps us to connect into the high vibrational beings and set in some amazing fulfillment into our creativity. And then when you add in your passion center, whatever creative endeavor that you're participating in will explode with meaning, fulfillment, and most importantly, direction. You have a better understanding of things. These playful energies are going to be essential for us. Not only will it help with our flexibility, but it brings in a new lens. That childlike, innocent energy of wonder and exploration helps us to look at our situation in a different light. Ask those hard questions. And what's most important is that we have this cup here, the Page of Cups. We have the flexibility and malleability of seeking that answer and then incorporating it into our lives. It's one thing to seek an answer, it's another to actually put it into play and then bring it into our everyday. Now, of course, we've got the double pages. Pages are the 11th card in the Minor Arcana. And when you have that multiple 11, the angels are telling you that this is the time to listen to your deeper intuition for guidance and support, which, with the Page of Cups, really emphasizes that need for intuitive guidance. So let's go on to the challenge this week. What challenge will my Howlite friends face for the week of August 16th through to the 22nd? The High Priestess, the second card in the Major Arcana. She's a gatekeeper. The gatekeeper of higher wisdom and knowledge. Now, the High Priestess is the most intuitive card in the deck. And this week, unfortunately, you're going to find that there's a disruption in that connection. Now, it's partially due to your ego and partially due to that turbulent roller coaster of energies that we're continuing to deal with. Now, like I said earlier in the reading, in the middle of the week you may want to connect in and participate in the meditation I did with Archangel Gabriel, because we're going to feel that disconnect. Making sure that we continue to use our words even if we're not feeling that we're receiving the messages. They can hear us, it's just we're struggling to understand them. So that meditation can go a long way in clearing up some of that buildup. Additionally, the High Priestess is a very balanced card. She has the pillars. They're usually a white pillar and a black pillar. Here, she's got the white or the black and white candles holders, and then the white and black candles. That balance is going to be disrupted as well. We're going to feel unstable this week. This disconnection and instability is going to play a role in us being able to embrace these energies. Additionally, we'll very much displace and bully out those pages. Pages are childlike, innocent energy. They don't have the ability to stand up to the bullying that your ego and this disconnection will cause. Taking the time and planning for this week, knowing that there's going to be instability, bring in the crystals, bring in the incense, bring in those visualizations that help balance and ground you. Because when we're balanced and grounded, we're stable. And that stability reinforces this playful energy. With that stability, we have a better ability to be creative. And it's through this creative process that we're going to be able to turn the High Priestess from a challenge to an ally. Because we are getting out of our head. We can't be focusing in on the fear, on the tasks, when we are in a creative mode. When we enjoy and we engage in this playful, creative energy, we bypass the ego and we head straight to that source, straight to that universal energy, and we gain that intuitive connection that we want. It reinforces and strengthens that connection. So making sure that we're grounded, we're balanced, will go a long way in shifting the High Priestess for us. So let's go on to some blessings. What blessing can my Howlite friends embrace for the beginning of the week? Affirmation for growth. It's a fantastic card. Like I said at the beginning of this reading, the more we're able to work on ourselves and those abilities right now, the greater abundance and harvest we're going to see. So setting those intentions, asking for the help that we need, will go a long way in preparing ourselves and nurturing those aspects within ourselves to flourish. Like I said before, even if we're not being able to hear and we feel that disconnect, setting that intention and asking for the help that we need goes a long way. They can hear us. We just may struggle with them. What about the middle of the week? What blessing can my Howlite friends embrace for the middle of the week? Listen to wisdom. That connection is going to be key. That flexibility will be essential. We can't keep doing things the same way when they're not working. We have to be open to shifting and changing practices, thoughts, and processes so that we're able to come to the outcomes that are more meaningful and for our greater good. So this week it's going to be essential that we're open to the guidance. Because some of that guidance, some of that wisdom is going to, kind of rock us a bit. Because it goes against what we normally do or we normally think. And it's that norm that we haven't challenged in quite some time. Well, not since we were children, or we didn't have the constraints of being an adult. That wisdom, that guidance, will ask you to start to shift and change, kind of breaking away from that stagnation, from those shackles, which, like I said, is going to cause your ego to go into DEFCON 5 red alert, causing that disconnection due to fear and heartache. Being open to and accepting of that wisdom. Now, it's an easy tell whether or not it's high vibrational wisdom or low vibrational wisdom. High vibrational wisdom may challenge us, may ask us to stretch and try new things. However, those new pieces that shift and stretch is of light and love. It supports you and it doesn't hurt other people. Rather, it expands and nurtures others, shedding that light and love. Whereas low vibrational wisdom causes stagnation. causes heartache and pain for others. Many times they're the quick get-rich schemes that cause heartache and pain for others. That low vibrational energy may give you a bit of reward, but it's going to cause the stagnation, the hurt and pain that causes karma to come kick you in the butt. The high vibrational one causes more happiness, joy, and fulfillment, causing karma to push you forward. For what you put out is what you get back. It's going to take some courage, however, it will be essential to be open to that guidance. What about the end of the week? What blessing can my Howlite friends embrace at the end of the week? Learn for life. It doesn't matter our biological, physical age. It doesn't matter how many times we've fallen. We need to continue to get up, dust ourselves off, learn from that experience, and move forward. Staying cocooned, staying shut in, causes more stagnation, and we miss out. We miss out on learning and experiencing all that we should and can. No matter how many times we fall, the most important aspect will be getting back up and being open to that exploration and experience. So we're going to end off on any further insight, wisdom, and guidance that we can share with my Howlite friends for the week of August 16th through to the 22nd. The Eight of Cups. What a fantastic card. Some of that listening is going to be from our higher self. We have wisdom within ourselves. We carry knowledge from past experiences and lifetimes. That generational wisdom is with us. It's essential that we're open to that wisdom and to incorporate it in to our everyday. That learning is essential for our experience and our growth. Additionally, the Knight of Pentacles is saying we need to work on our home front. Some of that is in that shadowy, unknown area. Healing and nurturing self so we can open up our abilities to that of when we were children, before we had to close down, shut down those abilities due to fear and repercussion. Spending some time, and this doesn't have to be hours and hours, guys. Small steps, remember that. We also have that need for balance. Spending some time working on self. You can do that through those creative aspects, that expression of self. The Three of Cups. It's a fantastic card. We were never meant to do this journey alone. We have a plethora of support, being in the physical realm and the spiritual. I've said this a number of times, we need to use our words and we need to ask for the support that we need. And even if we don't know exactly what that support's going to look like, reaching out and saying, I need help, but I don't know how to go forward, is enough to spur individuals and beings into action, helping you with that wisdom and guidance that you need. The Three of Cups talks about that supportive community. That supportive community can include friends and family, or just friends. It's an individual community that's supportive to you, that nurtures and encourages you forward. You feel rejuvenated and inspired by these individuals. Those are the people we need to reach out to, asking for the help that we need, asking for the guidance and support. They get us. They will encourage you forward. Reaching out to them and asking them for the help. Additionally, like I said before, those high vibrational beings, even if we have that disconnection, they can hear us. Using our words and asking for whatever we can. And then finally, the Ace of Wands. I always see the Ace of Wands as that match. As you strike it, that flame erupts. And that is so true with the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands talks about that passion. And it's in that passion that we gain even more ideas, inspiration, and guidance. The Ace of Wands only encourages and inspires those 2 pages to go forward and conquer even more, exploring and learning and experiencing all that you can. It's through experience that you're going to gain that knowledge that's going to help you overcome the challenges that we're going to face. I want to thank you guys so very much for joining me today and watching this video. I hope that you found this video fun and helpful, and you're able to gain some insight and direction into the week ahead. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for the latest content. There is so much more fantastic content coming your way, my friends. The best way to stay connected so you don't miss out on any of this amazing insight and healing is to subscribe to my channel and hit that little red bell so you don't miss a video. Also, if you enjoyed this video and want to support me in making more, I have a Patreon page with many tiers and lots of perks. In some of those tiers, the perks are private readings and healings with myself. I provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out? Until tomorrow, my Howlite friends.